This is Transformers Dark of the Moon, Human Alliance Soundwave with Laserbeak and Mr. Gould. The figure is part of the third wave of the regular-sized or Voyager-class-sized Human Alliance series of figures or sets. This is the Hasbro version. I don't have the Takara Tomy version. As of making this video, I don't have it. I probably won't get it because it's like 80% more expensive than the Hasbro release, so probably won't be picking that one up. If anybody knows the exact differences between the Hasbro version and the Takara version, please, you're welcome to post it in the comment section below. I picked this figure up at Our Toys. If you're in Manila, having trouble getting this figure, you might want to check out Our Toys at Green Hills, the second level of V Mall in Green Hills. So for those of you in Manila, check out the store. Here's a quick look at the packaging. As you can see, this is the Hasbro version with a pretty neat diorama right there, and the back of the packaging. Alright, onto the figure itself. In robot mode, the figure gets well, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. It's as cool as it's as awesome as I think the Barricade Human Alliance, which is really one of my favorites. The Jazz, the Barricade, those two are the top Human Alliance figures in my list, and this guy I think is going to make that list as well, in the top of that list. He has some flaws, admittedly, but overall I would like to give the figure a 10 out of 10. And you know, between him, Jazz, and Barricade, it'll be a tough decision on who's the best. So don't ask me, okay? I like all three of them equally. So 10 out of 10 for the robot mode. Paint apps, pretty good. Very few quality issues on the paint apps. The Decepticon symbol is done very well. All spark blue all over. I'm not sure why they chose that color, but I don't know. It sort of works. I wish they could have done it in bright purple, something like that. Really give him a Decepticon feel, but they chose that color for some reason. So very nice. Pretty cool. He comes with Laserbeak. This is Laserbeak's sort of alt mode. This is the interface mode. As you can see, Mr. Gould is riding Laserbeak like a, if you're a big Star Wars fan, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to get at with this. It's like a speeder bike. I mean, never happened in the movie, but it could have. I mean, you know, it works for me. I actually like it. I like this mode a lot. Also, as an interface mode, you can peg Laserbeak on one of the shoulder MechTech ports that Soundwave has. It's got MechTech ports here, and there, and there. I'm not sure if this is a MechTech port. It probably isn't. But yeah, that's how Mr. Gould interfaces with Laserbeak and Soundwave. So let's take that out. You can remove Mr. Gould. Transform. He has a firing rocket missile, which doesn't. Yeah, it's not the strongest of springs. It's okay. You can leave it on when you transform Laserbeak. So transform Laserbeak. Split the legs like that, and form the wings. And there you have Laserbeak in his bird mode, condor mode, whatever. He can attack like that. You put him in attack mode, and you can fire the missile in his bird mode. So that's Laserbeak, and this is Mr. Gould. Basic, regular sized Human Alliance figure. Not the best head sculpt in the world. Doesn't even look anything like Patrick Dempsey. God. Just watched Iron Man. Anyway, nothing like Patrick Dempsey. I don't think Hasbro got the license to the likeness of Mr. Dempsey right there, but kind of freaky look. Anyway, whatever. Beady eyes right there. Anyway, so that's that. I think you can also interface him. The instructions don't say it, but there are some pegs on Soundwave's fingers. Oops. Excuse me. Yeah, you get the whole idea. You can peg him right there. It's like, yes, yes, I'm trying to balance a human. Humans inferior, Soundwave superior, whatever. The instructions do say, however, that you can, if you move this piece right here, this is the seat, a piece of the seat. You can, there is a 3mm peg right there, and he's got a 3mm clip, obviously, right here, which you can clip onto that peg right there, and he can sort of hold Laserbeak on his hand, just how he does it in the old G1 cartoon. I think we can do something. We can do better than that. Excuse me. It's just his tail is in the way, but I think you can peg the other leg as well. But it'll probably look a lot better. Right there. Yep. I think that looks better. Laserbeak operation. Destroy the... Oh, I'm just kidding. Anyway, very iconic voice of Soundwave. So, alright. The figure, the Laserbeak figure itself is not bad. That's as much articulation as you can get with it. It's got ball joints on his legs and ball joints on the wings. No neck articulation. And that's about it. He's painted very well on top. Nothing underneath. And his head looks a lot more like a Cybertronian cockroach or praying mantis more than a buzzard or condor. So that's that. That's Laserbeak. Soundwave as a figure, again, as I said, 10 out of 10. Fantastic looking figure. Look how bulky that guy is. He's got a little bit of chicken legs going on, I have to admit. And some of the joints are loose. Like this one is tight, this one is loose. This one is tight, this one is loose. This one is pretty tight, but this one is pretty loose. This one, on the other hand, is tight. This one is loose. So alternatingly loose and tight joints for the legs on my copy of the figure. For articulation, he's got a neck swivel, no waist articulation. He's got a ball hinge shoulder, ball hinge elbow, some finger articulation because of transformation. He's got a ball hinge hip, thigh swivel, hinge knee, and a rolling or rocking ankle joint for better poses. He does look like he's on stilts or on high heels, which is kind of a bit of a drag, no pun intended. But he looks fairly decent enough. I have to admit, excuse me, it's out of focus. Not as bad as you would think he'd look. A lot of people are complaining that his legs were really too small, too thin, but he's not that bad. Now, my Human Alliance Bumblebee's neck is so deep into one of the shelves, as you saw in my collection video. So I'm just going to use the Dark of the Moon Deluxe class Bumblebee, because in the movie, Soundwave did look a little bit bigger than Bumblebee, so we're going to use the deluxe class Bumblebee as a peg, so as comparison. And you can probably do this. Nah, I'm just kidding. Gotta love Michael Bay. Okay, so that's that. Let's transform him. Yeah, after 9.5 minutes, he gets into the transformation. Sorry. Transformation is tedious at best. It can be a bit of a chore. I know I've said that a million times in some of my other reviews, but it can be a pain once you get to the last parts of transformation, which I will show you now. Okay, to transform him, first thing you want to do the arms. Go ahead and move it this way. Parents, pay attention. This is, I would not advise leaving your kids alone with this toy when they transform it for the first time. Adult supervision, absolutely necessary, transform it for the first time. Once your kid gets the hang of it, you can leave him alone. Okay. Just do that. Go ahead and unfold this part, which will form, as you can see, the doors and back windshield of the car, and you've already formed the dashboard of the car. Excuse me, getting out of focus. Go ahead and fold up these panels. Fold this one up. This one just slides in like that, and form the doors. All right. Close, tab these things in. And the doors, they're pretty tricky to, a little bit tricky to close. So they open up like that, like a Lamborghini. This is, in fact, a Mercedes SLS AMG mode. Carly's car, if you watch the movie. Go ahead and push that hinge joint right there so you can close it. A little bit tricky, but manageable. Do the same on the other side. Go ahead and squeeze that in there. Fold this panel right up there. And close in and form the side of the car, right, just like that. So easy as pie. Parents out there, I hope you're paying attention. Okay. Then you got to do the legs. This is a little bit tricky, so do it one step at a time. Fold the heel spur. Fold the heel spurs up, just like that. Make sure you've straightened out the legs. Go ahead and fold the side heels like that. Fold the toes inward and fold this one just like that. Do not overfold it. Just like that. All right. What you want to do, and this is very tricky. The instructions weren't very, they were very subtle about this. They weren't precise about how to transform it. What you do is you do this and this. Okay. The instructions just tell you to just do that. And initially, when you transform him, he's going to be like that. And if you do that, if you follow the instructions, when you transform him into robot mode, you're going to break that joint. So really, you have to rotate that joint and do that. When you transform to robot mode and transform him to car mode, do that, twist it, twist this joint right there so that it moves up and down. This thing moves up and down, and this one moves forward and backward. That's how you properly transform it. So parents, I hope you're paying attention. You don't want your kid breaking this thing. It's very expensive. Okay, do the same onto the other side. Like that, and then fold this whole assembly up. It's amazing that his leg assembly is just the bumper of the car. The entire bumper forms all of his legs. And that's the reason why he's got skinny legs. Okay, more lighting, please. Come on, focus now. Let's put him in the background so there's more color. Okay. All right. Okay. And then fold it inward, a little bit forward, like that. Now it doesn't fold directly underneath. It folds a little bit in front of his crotch. Pardon the word, lack of a better term, crotch. All right. You're almost done. Go ahead and detach the torso. Very gently detach it. Go ahead and unfold the back part, just like that. Unfold this one, like that. Go ahead and stretch this one out. Do not attempt to fold that all the way back. It doesn't fold all the way back. That's just, it just folds up to that, okay? So don't let your kid force that into, don't have him fold it too much. Go ahead and fold the head down like that. Make sure that the horns clear the hinge of the windshield, and go ahead and close the windshield just like that. And you formed sort of how the car would, the middle spine of the car. There is such a term. All right. The last tricky bit is folding the arms, swinging the entire arm assembly backward like that. So go ahead and fold it slightly, just slightly. Don't, or maybe you can fold it all the way like that. But I fold it a little bit slightly like that. Go ahead and detach, and then as you are folding the assembly backward, then you can go ahead and fold up the arms. This thing locks into place like that. This one folds up just like that. Keep it that way first. And then do the same on the other side. Go ahead and fold, oops, fold and lock, and then raise it up like that. Alright, and you're ready for the last bit of transformation. Parents out there, if your kid or you yourself have managed to bring Soundwave to this position, then you've done a good job at transforming him. You're at the final step, and you're almost done. Go ahead and fold him all the way completely up like that, and then sort of move it to the rear of the car. There is a hinge joint right there, as you can see. Right there, there's a hinge joint that will allow you to move him up. Okay, the middle part of the car sort of just squeezes inside. Now, big tip. Make sure Soundwave's thumbs are folded. I guess now you can see it. Make sure that his thumbs are folded all the way up. I made the mistake of actually transforming the arms with the thumbs this way. That's a big no. I mean, don't do that. That's a mistake. Go ahead and fold it up like that, and then it must be upright, as vertical as possible for you to actually transform him. That simple misstep on that, it can spell disaster when transforming this guy. It took me forever to transform him because I forgot about that. So anyway, just try and squeeze everything in. There's very little clearance for most of the parts, as you can see. And everything snaps in tightly, very tightly. Just like that. Alright. And like that. So if everything snaps seamlessly and just neatly, flush like that, then you've done a good job. Okay, and finally, the bumper just folds out this way. Make sure it's properly aligned before you fold it back, because in transformation to bot mode, it's a little bit slanted like that. Go ahead and tilt it this way and fold to the side. Alright, now, there is Human Alliance Soundwave in his Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG mode. Now, he doesn't roll as nicely as you'd think. The interface pegs for Mr. Gould's feet are really getting in the way. I'm tempted to just cut them off, but I don't want to ruin a really good figure. I might just go ahead and rip off the entire finger. I'm not that great at customizing, so I'll probably leave it on. But it would be nice if they had made it a little bit shorter, or did away with that altogether, because really doesn't add as much value in terms of playability. So it really scrapes the floor, but what can you do? So anyway, there he is. There's no way to store Soundwave in vehicle mode except you transform him into vehicle mode, which we've already seen. You can fit two Human Alliance. Oops, sorry, I forgot about this one. Yeah, there we go. Did I? Yes, I absolutely forgot to fold up the seats. Idiot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry, my bad. You can fit Mr. Gould and another Human Alliance figure onto the passenger side of the seat. Ooh, 18 minutes. Can we make 20 minutes? Just kidding. I'll be done as soon as I can. Just fit this guy in here. There's a peg. There's a peg hole on his back right there. You can use to peg him in. Come on now. There we go. And you can have him driving. I wish we'd get a Carly, but Carly would not ally with Soundwave and would sound weird. Maybe get another Bumblebee figure with Carly, and then you can transfer Carly here. That would be good. That would be great, I think. But as it is, we got Mr. Gould, so there we go. You can close him. And it fits nicely. All right. Okay. So pretty cool. So there you go, folks. My lengthy review of the Transformers Dark of the Moon. Okay, Human Alliance Soundwave. Very nice set. I'm very pleased with this one. Sorry, I'm just trying to make the lighting. All right, there we go. Very pleased with this set. If you can find it on retail, by all means pick it up. Do not pay more than retail price for it. It is an absolute must-have if you're a big fan of the Dark of the Moon toy line. Thank you for viewing this video on my new channel, Chefatron. This has been FX France doing a review of Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Human Alliance, Soundwave with Laserbeak, and Mr. Gould. Please follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/fxfrance for my latest toy purchases and upcoming reviews. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the thumbs up and add it to your favorites. There you go, folks. Thanks for watching.